Guys, it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Texas. And if you can't, you can see them. We got a few ducks way back there in the back on this little pond right here. Fished a few times. Not too many fish that bite. It's very overfished. You can see some articles left behind by some other people, but this is one of my little go-to filming spots. And guys, I'm making today's video is a little bit different. It is, how do I explain it? It is a kind of like a build walk around, but it's kind of like this video is going to be what I link people to if they're interested in buying my truck, right? So I'm going to talk about, you know, everything I've done to it. We're going to get to that. We're going to talk about everything I've done, and then I'm going to talk about why some things aren't going to come with the truck and why I plan on keeping some things. So without further ado, let's get to talking about this truck. First things first, guys, are the three big things, which is going to be lift, tires, and wheels. This truck is running a 7 to 9 inch McGaughy's lift. It currently has the McGaughy's reservoir shocks. I plan on upgrading here soon to some Fox 2.0 in the rear, 2.5 with the reservoir in the front. So if you do buy this truck before that, I'm sorry, afterwards you saved about a $1,500 or something, or whatever the cost is. I totaled it up, I forgot. But we have 20 by 10 American Force wheels, Dune BL1 series true beadlock wheels, and they are wrapped in a 13.5 Nitto Trail Grappler, guys. We have the McGaughy's series traction bars in the back as well. So those are the big three things, like kind of the first things people see whenever they look at one of these vehicles. They look at the lift, the wheels, and the tires, right? The next portion, or the next segment, we're gonna work from the front to the back, and then we're gonna go inside the truck. But first off, we're going to look at the front. In the front, you see two main things. You see a custom grill, Chevy off-roading. This is made by DB Customs, and this is the first thing that I'm going to talk about that I do not want to go with the truck. If you absolutely just have to have it, I will sell the truck with it, but I would prefer to keep it, you know, for my truck and my brand and some things like that. But that being said, if you don't want it, a just true stock grill would be bought, and then this would be taken out and that would be inserted in there. But from here we go to the Road Armor Identity Series bumpers. These are Road Armor's new, how do I explain it, like competition to Bodyguard and some other things like that. You know, they have the cool inserts, nice styling profile. You know, I like the way this kind of goes with this body line right here. I really like these bumpers. They're sweet. They don't have any lights in them right now. I have a 40-inch light bar that goes in there, and I've just been waiting, contemplating on some pods and whatnot. I really just need to pull the trigger, but that's just me. So we have the Road Armor Identity Series bumper in the front, and we also have the Road Armor Identity Series bumper in the back. So let's move to the back of the truck. And just like that, we're in the back of the truck, guys. And back here, we have a few things. Okay, so we have the Road Armor Identity Series bumper in the rear. Like I said, this one's pretty sweet. It has two pod capabilities here, and then another one there, which is a 4x2 cube. Not many people are selling those besides Rigid, and I don't plan on spending that much money on some pods. But from back here in this angle, what you will see next is this huge hitch, guys. The hitch itself is a Gen Y. I don't know exactly what the drop length is. I think it's like 7 inches or something like that, but it's got the 4 holes. The truck will come with 3 of these bolt lockups. Just use your truck key. 2 of these, and then actually a bike lock too, because I won't have the keys to this truck anymore, and I won't have a key to the bike lock. So the bike lock will be thrown in anyways, just because. But this hitch retails for about $1,000. It's absolutely insane. It's huge. It weighs like 200 pounds. I absolutely love it. I've towed one boat with it so far. Not much else. I love the step. I may keep it. I don't know, but for right now, you know, the whole hitch package comes with it, because the next truck will not be this high. I will not need this much drop. And the train horn is an Admiral 540 train horn kit. I'm pretty sure it's a 5-gallon tank over here, and then it's the 5-horn circular kit right there. This thing is, in my opinion, the best, most perfect sounding horn there is on the market. That's why I ran it twice on 2 different trucks. It's pretty sweet. I love it. The next truck may or may not have a train horn. I don't know yet. So like I said, in the back we have the rear bumper, the hitch, and the train horn. Now for probably the most controversial part of this whole entire truck, we have the shell. The shell is going to be the first thing on the back that does not go with the truck, and there's good reasoning behind that, but we're going to pop it open and we're going to talk about that. We're in the back of the truck now, and like I said, probably the most controversial piece is the shell. A lot of people don't like it. They're like, oh my God, why didn't you buy a minivan or a Suburban or Tahoe? Like, because there's not a 6.5-foot bed in the back of a Tahoe. There is right here. I just made it a little more thief resistant, and the whole bed of my truck is now waterproof. But the shell will not come with the truck unless, I hate saying this because I know whenever you buy stuff, right, whenever you add things onto your vehicle, you know, you don't put $10,000 worth of stuff on your truck and then increase your truck's value by 10 grand, right? But you have to have some common sense in some things, and I'm not going to throw the shell in for anything less than what I paid for it. The shell is only 3 or 4 months old. I got a video of me installing the shell somewhere up there in the top. I'll link it. But if somebody wanted this, I would very easily at least tack on another $2,500 to the cost, because I mean, if they wanted it, the next truck's gonna have a shell on it anyways, so it's just smarter for me to just keep it on. But if they wanted it, but wanted it for free, not to add any value to the truck, like when they bought it, would just be absurd, because then, you know, I paid $2,800 or $2,950 or whatever it was for the shell, pretty much throw it in for free by not adding any value to the total cost of the truck, and then go and buy another one. So now my one shell that, you know, maybe I get $1,000 for by adding some value onto the truck, I now have to buy another one, and, you know, I'm in the whole $5 grand now, instead of, you know, just the original 29, I think it was like 29.53 or 28.9, something like that, somewhere in there, almost $3 grand, right? So it's just a smarter financial decision if I'm going to keep this style, this look, this usability of the shell, and just this modification in general, if I keep it on the truck. So a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people think it completes kind of the look of what I'm going for, which I agree as well. But that being said, the shell is the first main thing on the rear that doesn't go with the truck, and secondly is going to be this bad boy right here. Now, arguably on this truck, this probably has the highest percentage retail resale value out of anything, right? This truck vault right here retails the all-weather one like this, true drawer setup from Truck Vault, retails at like $4,600, somewhere in there. And if I wanted to, I could easily sell it for over $4 grand, right? It's been kept, it's been under protection, you know, 90% of its life. You know, the top's been protected, even though there's some dirt and stuff that's worked its way underneath there. I could clean it off, and I bet you it'd look almost brand new if I just cleaned it up. I mean, there's some blood on it up here. There's some blood over here from some dead pigs, but you know, this thing right here will not be included with the truck. Why? One, contractual agreements with Truck Vault. I like them. I love the company. I want to continue working with them. And if I just sell the truck, toss us in there, then it kind of ruins that relationship that I've built with them, for one. But I do a lot of hunting, night vision stuff, anything you can think of. I do a lot of shooting, got way too many batteries for thermal, like all sorts of stuff night vision, you know, ARs. The thermals are actually in this side, which is locked. I could unlock it, but I'm not. But I do so much of that stuff on a, not a daily, but a weekly, monthly basis, and just hunting in general, that it would be dumb for me to get rid of this to get another one. So just to kind of recap right now, everything so far on the truck goes with the truck except for the shell, the truck vault, and the grill. One of the next biggest things is the interior of the truck, guys. Lots of people, whenever they, you know, take pictures of interiors, you can very easily edit out like problems and things like that. Content aware fill on Photoshop does amazing work. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look it up. But that being said, showing a full video of the interior is, in my opinion, a better way to showcase the interior. So I've had people ask me for pictures, and I've sent them pictures, but pictures don't do, at least some or most interiors, or an interior as clean as mine, enough justice. And so what I'm gonna do now is just show y'all the interior of the truck. I'm starting with the back for two reasons. One, it is absolutely impeccable. I think maybe 5 people total have sat on these back seats. I swear, maybe 5 people. Makes me think, why did I get a full crew cab whenever I really never have anybody back here? But who knows? I'd rather have it and not need it. The carpet is absolutely flawless. There's nothing wrong. I mean, there's literally on this step in right here, there's not even a scratch or anything on it, you know. Nobody's been dragging their boots up into the back seat, nothing like that. But just showing y'all the interior in the rear of the truck, the leather. There are no holes in any leather of any of the seats, any parts of anything, literally. This truck is absolutely flawless on the inside. The automatic beer window, and has the sunroof. This truck has everything, center console, full leather, except for the rear entertainment. So this interior is fully loaded minus the rear entertainment. But this comes to another thing, guys. This is a brand new sound system. This is a brand new subwoofer box with JL Audio T3WT or whatever it is. T3 something, I forgot. This is by Mobile Toys. This is an absolutely incredible box, incredible unit. This is one of those things that without proper, you know, compensation with the price of the truck, it will not be included. So I'm not including this in the original price, but if you want this, then, you know, we can work something out, because honestly, I'm gonna go from a black interior to a saddle, and all they have to do is rip this leather off and restitch on the saddle leather, and just like that, you know, I have subwoofers in my next truck. So instead of losing out, you know, and having to pay another, what is it, like $3 grand for a stage 4 box, you know, subs, putting all this stuff back in here, into the, like, doing it separate again in the new truck, I'd rather just take this and bring it over. So this is the interior of the rear, and this is the front, guys. This is what I mean, like in the back with like scratches getting in. There's, even in the driver's seat, there's, except for right here on the Z71, minimal scratching anywhere, right? And even right here, my last truck was absolutely awful right here, guys. The person who owned it before, it looked like they drug, kicked, and scraped their feet out of here so many times. I had to cover it up with something. It was so bad. And there's not a scratch on this location. Anytime I get into my truck, I'm always up and over that. And then anytime I get out as well, this is just me taking care of something, you know, my investment, something that I own, that I pay for, believe it or not. 23 with a extremely expensive truck. I take care of my stuff, right? And there's nothing worse than seeing people with nice vehicles who just, when they get out, they drag off the seat, right? So like that's one thing to be noted about my seats, even in the passenger side in the front. If you've never rode with me and you ride with me, I tell you to step up and do not drag off my seats, because that's just that attention to detail that I like to have in my vehicles, you know, that when it comes to resell, if I ever do, that I can point out to people. So if you're watching this, I want you to know that my seats are well taken care of, and even the, I guess it's a door jamb, whatever it is right there, you know, is flawless, both sides. So current mileage on the truck, guys, is 20,744 miles. Thank you for that. It's 76 degrees, guys. All right, Joe Rogan, I'm gonna need you to calm down for a second. Thanks, homie. Literally, it's a beautiful day today, without a doubt. Next up in the interior are two things: the Banks Derringer tuner with iDash is included with this truck. I run it on stock most of the time just because I'm not a horsepower whore, and I don't really like care about super extra horsepower or anything like that. But you know, I've done a full review on this. If you want to watch that video, I like it, and that's pretty much that. I also have the pillar mount for it that's black that I will include as well. You would just have to paint it to match the OEM color. So other than that, guys, that's the whole interior. Literally flawless. Interior is amazing. There's only two things that I've done to the interior that I can't really take back, and that is these right here. Let me see if I can get this to focus. This is the train horn button. So this is readily accessible, just like kind of driving however you want to drive. If you want to hit this button, I really like the placement of this button particularly. As you can tell, I have a button on both sides. I was kind of going to keep it lights on one side, you know, other things on the other side, but believe it or not, I might have more lights than other accessories soon. So I might have an extra 2 lights over here and then 2 lights over here for rear lights. I was thinking I was going to do on the left side, and then obviously some of the pods are going to be hooked to just the regular fog light switch, but I was thinking about doing some sort of maybe like light bar, like in the bumper up front, you know, set one light bar, or something like that. I don't know, but these are really the only, if you think about it, like negative things that I've done in the interior. They're drilled into this, which, I mean, I'm sure that little plate right there isn't much money if you wanted to replace it, if it is that big of a deal to you. But guys, like I said, I'm making this video and posting it, so if someone is inquiring about my truck, I can send them to this. It shows them everything. It shows them nice, detailed interior shots. You can see things. You can see, you know, how nice the seats are, the carpet, those kind of things. I can go over what's not coming with the truck and why, you know, financial reasons and just, you know, benefits, whether it's hunting and things like that, on how I use some of these things and why it's not going to be included. And of course, I had some people who just wanted, you know, like a full build, like remake. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of repetitive, you know, like if you add 10 things or 5 things to your vehicle and you do a build, you know, like walk around, and then you add 5 things and you do a build walk around. I mean, all it's really going to do is repeat. If you include everything, just repeat what was in the first video. I don't know. I don't want to be too repetitive with this, but I wanted to, like I said, explain, you know, why I'm not including some things, because some people were like, oh, why do you want the shell? Like, why are you going to keep it? Well, it benefits me. I use it, you know, like I want it. And instead of paying $6 grand for 2 shells and only getting 1 in the end, and, you know, like I was saying, like maybe getting $1,000 compensation, because like I said about the truck vault, it has a very high resale value. It holds its value very well, as opposed to a shell. I mean, once you buy a shell, you take that hit, and then if you wanted to resell it, you might get 50% of what you bought it for. That's just what I've seen with people selling their stuff online. But guys, This is a build update, as well as a kind of walk around that I can send people who are inquiring about my truck. The truck is for sale, kind of. I'm gonna continue building it and doing things to it, but if somebody comes along and wants it, I will sell it. You know, everything has a price kind of thing. What to look for in the future, guys, I have a Horn Blaster's PA system I'm gonna be installing. I think 12 total pods in the bumpers. So it's just when I want to spend like $500 or $600 on all these freaking pods, man. I don't know. I might do one bumper first and then the other. I don't know. Who knows? It's just whenever I finally want to pull the trigger on those. So I got some lights, a PA system. What else? Some more shooting content will be coming out. I'm going on a television show. It's Buck Obsession, I think. It's on Pursuit TV, called Buck Obsession. They're coming down and we're guiding a thermal hog hunt with them. So I'll be recording that all on my own as well. I'm going to be doing some daytime coyote calling soon. I'm going to be doing, what else? Some dog hunts for pigs. So, you know, let the dogs go, chase them down, go stab them. If y'all want to hear, see some of that, you know, leave it in the comments below. But, I mean, that's about the end of this video right here. I don't want to drag this on too much longer. I wanted this to be relatively short and sweet for the people who are coming to see and inquire about my truck. But thank you for the over 2,000 people that have subscribed since I posted the LST video and the video of me pulling out my buddy. I appreciate you for subscribing. It means a lot, guys. The channel absolutely blew up. I got 2,000 subs in like 2 weeks, and that's more than like the past almost year, if not more, of this channel. And with that, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, guys. I'd really appreciate it. You know, we're on the brink of, you know, another video that hits 50,000 views. You know, the channel's gonna hit 10K very soon if another video does really good like that, guys. 10,000 subs is absolutely amazing. I can't thank y'all enough. This is so much fun. I love making videos. I love documenting things that I like to do, that I can look back on and hold these memories and then bring y'all along in the process. So be sure you like this video. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the little notification bell if you want to. But that's it, guys. I'm out. I gotta go work out, and then I gotta go to jiu-jitsu, guys. Peace. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.